what's on the line. Referee Tony holds up the belt. Rhio believes it's going to be coming to a new home. We will see.
That's already prepared, though. You can see it in his face. He is a fan favourite, and he is much loved here, but when he gets in the ring, he isn't afraid to just fight someone and beat someone down until he wins.
Fans not taking to Ritmo, are they?
Not at all. He doesn't help himself, though.
2 sugar skulls on his beard, though. Sugar skull. Well, that's why Lloyd says, welcome to Pro Wrestling for You. It's a debut for Ritmo.
And disrespect immediately. Now, we used to this in wrestling, we see it many times, but every time, just can't fail to leave a bad taste in my mouth.
Well, you're the kind of guy that will shake anybody's hand, right?
Yeah, you know, you show respect to people. And immediately Ritmo's proven that he's no interest in that. Although he is proving himself. Oh, no, rising control. Ooh. He's got him in a head, got his head, got him in a chin lock.
So Ritmo, controlling the head, and he's controlled the rest of the body, but reversal by Lloyd. Yep. And he's got a wrist lock and a headlock. Transitions.
What's he going for here? Might be a little too early to start going for suplexes.
Reversal
Right
into the hammerlock. Hammerlock applied by Ritmo. You can see Lloyd going for the leg, but it's scouted by Ritmo.
Well, that's a good hammerlock. And he's out. Even the best hammerlock, you have to be able to keep control. And if your opponent's a good wrestler as well, you've got to be very... And he's down!
Off the ropes, shoulder block. Lloyd in control. Off the ropes, trip missed. Up and over. Yeah. And there's the drop kick by Ritmo. Boom. Ritmo, inspired by the lucha style, he knows how to fly.
And Rhio's hurt as well. You can see it. He's clutching his stomach there.
Yeah, I think he caught him in the ribs with that drop kick.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with that, and then follows it with a massive punch.
Look, he knows he got him in the ribs because he's now punching him in the ribs repeatedly. Yep. Sound tactics by Ritmo.
Clever. Ooh. Right to the heart.
Irish whip into the buckles. Nope, up and over he goes. Takes him down. Bam. With a lovely arm drag and a second one.
Now, Rhio is not the smallest guy in the ring, but he can fly. He can move around very quickly. And you've
Step
seen
up
him.
in Seguri.
Fisherman.
With a bridge, beautiful. Favourite of yours there, Noah.
Yes, it was, and that was close.
Long 2 count, nearly a retain early on.
Now, Ritmo's got to change his style here. He's got to think about the way. Less than 2 minutes into the match, he almost got pinned. That's got to affect his mind.
Reversal off the ropes. Clothesline missed. Diving uppercut caught him. Here comes Lloyd. Lloyd, fueled by the fans.
Don't underestimate.
Oh! Spent too much time and got kicked right in the face.
I was going to say don't underestimate having the fan support and how much that can help you. But Ritmo, he scouted him. He knew exactly what to do to cut them off.
There's a thin line between needing the fan support and relying on the fan support. And at that point, I feel... Ow.
A vicious.
Yeah, there's nothing subtle about that, is there? Rolls him back in the ring. He knows that he can't win the belt on a count out. Hooks the leg.
I think a little bit too early for Lloyd, but still, you keep the pressure on someone, you keep those pins no matter how early it is in the match.
You don't need to hit 100 devastating maneuvers. If you get the pin tight, you can get the 3 count. But here comes Lloyd.
You can see he's hurt. You can see he's hurt. Those
Staggered.
Punches weren't the strongest, and down he goes again.
Superman punch.
He's got to come up from
apparently it was a Superman forearm according to Rhio.
It was a forearm indeed. Ooh! And the ref's got to get him off here.
Yeah, that wasn't a choke, but hooks him up. Scoop and a slam. Ritmo looking to use the ropes, lucha style.
Yep, he has been to Mexico, as you rightly pointed out. Over. Ooh!
Beautiful.
Very effective. 1, 2.
Extra torque on the senton from the flip from the knees. still not enough to put away Rhio Lloyd.
With a great pin cover as well, he had his legs all the way up.
Yeah.
Rhio's still able to get out, but you can see it in his face. It's taking it out of him. He's hurting, and sometimes just kicking out of a pin can do that. It can wind you.
Ritmo's taking this deadly seriously. He knows who he's up against, and he knows what's on the line.
Bam.
Suplex. Ritmo off the ropes. Knee drop.
And that will put him away. If you look at Rhio, he's definitely feeling it in his head right now.
Rhio
If he does
is
drop
staggered.
him on his head, he's done.
Double underhook. What's he looking for?
Pile driver.
Looking for a package pile driver,
Yes,
I think.
Ooh.
Blocked by Rhio Lloyd.
Over. Get.
Back body drop reversal.
That may have saved the match for Rhio, at least for now. But
You
he's got
think?
to.
Package pile driver. Look at that forearm.
Brilliant forearm. Beautiful.
Missed. Caught him. Into
Bam.
the atomic drop. Bicycle kick.
He's got to keep this momentum going. It's not easy, no matter how in control you are, to keep it going, and he's in. Bam!
Dove halfway across the ring with that uppercut. Speciality of Rhio Lloyd. On the second. Onto the drop kick.
Beautiful!
Caught him flush.
Not the best pin, though, and
Long,
I think
long two, but I think you're right.
you've got to believe that's got something to do, because he hit him perfectly with that drop kick.
Yeah. Rhio Lloyd, he knows that second rope like he knows the back of his hand.
You know, he can strike, he can fly. Now, I believe Ritmo is probably the faster man, but as long as Rhio can keep hold of him like he's doing now, I think... Oh!
Reversal right in front of us here.
Impressive.
Back elbow by Ritmo. Irish whip. Reversal by Rhio Lloyd. Into the knuckles, up and over. Takes him down.
Slammed his head on the mat there.
Off the second, into the moonsault. Immediate cover. That was close.
That shows a lot of strength for Rhio there. He's still hurting, obviously, from that moonsault, but that has got to have taken a lot out of him, just kicking out again.
You mentioned Ritmo's speed, and we saw it in perfect harmony there.
Yes.
Quick manoeuvre straight onto the top. Flips, lands the moonsault into the cover so quick. Rhio Lloyd could have been caught out there.
Yeah, you see, always going for this package pile driver.
Yeah, he's looking for another package pile driver.
If he hits this, I can't believe
Oh,
Rhio's
no.
getting out.
Through the legs.
He needed that. Oh!
Side kick. Off the ropes. Clothesline missed. Off the second. Caught him. And drives him to the mat. 1, 2, 3.
Yes. That was a hard-fought match from both men there. But Rhio able to overcome. Both men very quick, able to fly in the air, and I believe Ritmo, the faster, able to combine those aerial assaults, but Ryan, the stronger man, able to bring it back.
Hell of a way to open the last show of the year here for Pro Wrestling For You.
That's right.
Ritmo looked great, but it was the defending champion that held the belt aloft.
And you've got to believe it's going to have that for a long time.
On performances like that, absolutely. He's proved to us time and again that he can take a beating and come back from it and get the win.
That's good for the microphone.
I'm not going to lie to you, that was one of our matches on Devonshire. Fair play to this kid who called himself Pirate. Rito.
A lot of respect.
So you put it to my list. And I'm proud to say that I'd be very happy if you were to come back to Pro Wrestling For You.
Looking for a handshake.
Fair play. This one time, you was a better man tonight, and I can see why you're the G6 champion. Because you did put up one hell of a fight, buddy. So, if you want me back, and these people will have you back.
That's not a good way to ingratiate yourself.
Well, he may not have shook his hand at the start of the match, but he did at the end. Respect earned.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ritmo and Rhio! What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Would you like to see Ritmo back in Pro Wrestling for you?
Positive reaction.
I'll take that as a yes. So we have got a packed card tonight, so we are going to get straight on with our second match. The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing to the ring.
We have got a card of instant classics here tonight.
Disciple!
Disciple, obviously very intense. No nonsense. He's ready for this fight, but he is in there with one of the most wily veterans I've ever seen in a British wrestling ring.
I've seen a lot of people who lack a sense of humour, but no one quite like Disciple is as utterly humorless, to the point of how can this guy enjoy a moment of his life?
He doesn't seem to, and you've got to wonder what Keith Myatt's going to make of this.
I've never seen him smile.
You know, he came out immediately just shouting at a child, and now he's in the ring.
That wasn't very nice. No.
Shut up! I've got something to say. You listen to me. Now, for you silly inbreds that were here in September, I impressed PW4U management that much that they asked me back personally. So for 1 second I was happy, until I got told I was facing some old codger called Keith Myatt.
Come on now.
Don't underestimate Keith.
Now I can tell you all know Keith Myatt, I can tell you know him. I've heard of him too. So is my granddad and his granddad and his granddad's granddad and his granddad. He's old, and he doesn't deserve to be in the same ring as me. In fact, tonight I'm going to make each and every one of you a single promise. I'm going to do you all a favour, and I'm going to send him back to the retirement home exactly where he belongs.
Unnecessarily insulting a veteran, a legend in this ring.
Keith is old, but that was me.
From right here in Silverdale, he is the old town hero, Keith Myatt!
You know, we're supposed to stay objective, but when someone like that comes out...
The Disciple's just a sourpuss.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to stay objective. He just chucked his t-shirt in my face.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll call the match objectively at least, but for now,
I'll try.
I personally hope and think Keith Myatt has got this in the bag.
Keith is an old man. But he's a lovely man, and he's good at doing a wrestle.
Yeah, I was going to say, more importantly, he's clever. And he's tough.
You've got to look out for that Stoke Gold stunner.
Yep. Or even just a punch in the face. I've been punched by Keith. It hurts.
Oh, I can believe it. Keith, he's had some trouble with his boy recently, but he's going out solo this evening against Disciple. Former Pro Wrestling for You champion. The oldest swinger in town.
And he loves it here. You can see how he is ingratiating himself to the fans, and they love him.
He's from Stoke.
He is.
Stoke's oldest son.
And he has this crowd in the palm of his hands, and why wouldn't he?
Well, the fans are chanting, "Who are you?" at Disciple. They know who Keith Myatt is. Oh, hello, Keith. Watch out for Keith. Got skull and crossbones on his leg.
Listen all of it, yeah? Because somebody's so young, I've never met anybody so grumpy in all my life.
He's got a point.
He's not wrong.
These are my people! These are Silverdale people! And another thing, do you not see even worse than you being grumpy? You're ginger as well.
He is, yes. Oh, am I ringing the bell? He hasn't. You said ring the bell. He hasn't rung the bell. There we go. I ring the bell when the ref tells me to, not you. Ring announcer Dan. Rude.
Keith immediately on this, and I'm not surprised after you've just been heard 2 minutes of insults towards him. Of course he's on top of this straight away.
Hello. We've seen this before. Drop kick in the corner by
Less than
Keith.
a minute into the match, and Keith is on fire.
Oh, he's stopped on his fingers.
Not afraid to fight dirty, is
No,
Keith?
no, he's not. He knows all the tricks in the book and a few secret ones that you don't know about. Oh, he didn't spot that there, did he?
That's a good move from Disciple, to be fair.
Dishing out those. Oh! Missed that chop. Hit the ring post. And now Keith.
It's clever, working on those hands again.
Well, Keith spotted an injury. Oh dear. This is not Keith's first rodeo.
No.
And if he spots something, he'll sure as hell laser focus on it.
He isn't the fastest, and his body can't move the way it used to. But he knows how to work with what he's got, and he knows how to beat any opponent with the tools he has on offer. Although, down he goes.
Well, Disciple using the underhand tactics. And now stomping away on Keith. That's illegal. Breaking the rules.
Break that hold.
Counting along. Just a disrespect.
Keith's wobbling a bit, you can see it in his face. Now, I don't think he's out just yet. It takes a lot more than that to put Keith Myatt down for a long time. But he's definitely underneath.
Well, apparently he's not ginger, he's strawberry blonde is what I just heard.
Another choke. That takes the air right out of it. It may not look like
right up to the 4 count as well.
Yeah. It may not look like Keith back with a big kick there.
Here comes Keith.
And Disciple back in control, whipping him into the corner.
Oh, the ring moved. And the clothesline takes down Keith.
And that's a man. Keith has taken a lot of hits to the back in his time. He's down for the pin. Well, every time he falls over or gets slammed, that's got to take a huge effect on his body.
Well, let's be honest, Keith probably can't take the lumps like he used to.
No.
But try telling him that. Try
That's
telling
true.
him that, and he'll give you a clart and you'll deserve it.
And, you know, maybe not like he used to, but he can still take a beating. Keith isn't down yet. He's already on his feet.
Tough old bird is our Keith.
There we go. Those punches and those kicks you've got to watch out for from Keith Myatt. Though Disciple on top of it with a knee there.
Yeah, cut him off, and now with the back elbow across the neck. Disciple doesn't care how old his opponent is.
And for anyone who's been wrestling as long as Keith, a shot to the neck is going to do a lot of damage. You know, wrestling just takes that much out of your spine, that over time it weakens, and he knows where he's going for, although right to the face.
It's a festive time of year, and I'm sorry, Disciple's being a bit of a Grinch. A ginge, if you will.
That is true.
Apparently strawberry blonde. Ooh, a nerve hold, Noah.
Again,
how does that feel?
What it is it punches right into your trap area, and you'd be surprised how much damage that does because it's squeezing at nerves and parts of your body that aren't meant to be impacted by the outside world. Though Keith coming back from it.
Down he goes. He had a flurry, but caught. Disciple seems to have an answer to anything that Keith Myatt's bringing to the table.
Yeah, and as much as he didn't ingratiate himself to me at the start of this match, he is impressing me. He's doing well against one of the best veterans in this country.
Well, he refers to himself as the devil's right hand, and at the moment, give the devil his due.
Another nerve hold there, and that is going to wear you down over time. You know, it affects how you can use your shoulders, how you can swing punches and clotheslines. you know, it's going to slow him down.
And the difference between that and the stuff that he was doing on the ropes, he doesn't have to release the hold after 4.
He does not.
He can damage Keith for as long as he can.
Perfectly legal, though. Keith is out again.
Clothesline missed. Back elbow takes down Keith. Keith Myatt,
No,
that's
he's not
not
gonna
going
pin him with that.
No, that's not going to put him away. That was obnoxious.
Yeah. Well, he's not.
Complete disrespect.
Yeah, and he's not as experienced as Keith is. You know, even the most disrespectful person isn't going to try and pin someone like Keith Myatt with a foot if you've got any real experience. Another
nerve hold.
Again, I doubt Keith is going to tap out to something like this, but the amount of damage it'll do to his shoulder, to his arms, the way his nerves work together up there.
It's going to weaken his strikes as well, which is two disciples at advantage.
The fans want Keith in control here, and Keith is listening to them with those
Here
elbows.
comes Keith.
The third one.
Off the ropes. Clothesline missed. Back elbow missed and the clothesline. There's a cross body. Was it? Oh, that was just 2. I went for the bell, Noah.
That was close.
Caught him.
Pin. Keith knows
Roll
what he's
up.
doing. He isn't too proud to go for a roll up.
Schoolboy style roll up,
No.
not enough. Keith.
Keith is here to win. Is he going for a backslide? Yes, he is.
Keith. Has he got it? Backslide.
Almost. Only one arm though.
Yeah, he'd not got the backslide flush. He'd not got both shoulders pressured. Keith now.
Disciples on the defensive.
Off the ropes. Trips him.
Bam.
Cover.
1, 2.
It's a win.
Well done, Keith Myatt.
Now, I said it in the last match, you don't need to do 100 high-impact moves if you've got a nice tight cover.
Exactly.
And Keith Myatt, one of the wiliest veterans in the game, proved me right.
Myatt knows how to pin someone. You know, he didn't hit him with a big slam. He didn't hit him with a big strike to the head. He pinned him. 1, 2, 3. Fair and square, although Disciple doesn't seem to think so out there.
Dancing child doing the loser symbol at Disciple, and Disciple, well, he has a grumpy hissy fit. He's a very grumpy man, considering what the time of year is.
Almost Christmas. Now, Keith is someone I think has the spirit of Christmas about him.
Well, he knows Santa Claus personally because they went to school together.
That wouldn't shock me.
Sorry.
Thank you so very much, as always. Yeah? One of the win collar again, and he's still ginger.
He is still ginger, well spotted. We don't know whether Keith is ginger because he's got no hair.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Keith Myatt!
Now, if you're ginger, it always shows in the beard. We'd see.
Well, yeah, but he's got grey beard. He's old. Insert old joke here, because, you know, it's always funny to do that, actually. No, I love that man. One of the most genuinely nice fellas in wrestling. Unless you're wrestling him.
True. You know, I've been on the receiving end of a few strikes from Keith Myatt. It hurts. And there's a reason at his age he's still in here winning matches.
Yeah.
And it's because he's smart, he's clever, he knows what he's doing, and he's got him a win here today.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as a special treat tonight, joining in one of you work photo with Keith himself, he will be here in the ring at £3 a person for a photo of Keith and another fantastic star. So, as I said, we have got a jam-packed show tonight. How about we kick things up a notch with a bombshell triple threat? Introducing to the ring.
Pro Wrestling For You are very proud to have a British Bombshells match on every single Pro Wrestling For You show. Normally, you'd probably just see a one-on-one, but we've got triple threat action here tonight. Just to explain the rules, it is still one fall to a finish. Whoever pins somebody is the winner. There's no eliminations in this match, so you can lose the match, even if you're not involved in the finish.
And last match I was talking about Keith Myatt's difficult, hard strikes. Well, if anyone hits harder than Rhio on this show, male or female, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, she's not the lady to mess with, is she? She scares me. She scares me.
Well, there's a reason for that. She's intimidating, and she isn't afraid to take advantage of that.
She's got good hair, though. That is good hair. Matching the gear, which I like. She might be mean. She might be mean to kids. She might be a scary, scary lady. But she's got good hair.
Well, I'm not really a style guru, Marc. Now, Lizzy's someone who's wrestled all over the country.
Yeah, she is.
Against some of the best wrestlers in the country, you know.
Trained by British... I'd go as far as legend already, by British legend CJ Banks. This young woman knows her way around the ring.
Yes, exceedingly capable and confident. Rio's tough and Rio's intimidating. But I don't think Lizzy Styles is going to be taken aback by that. She's going to go in there and she's going to go full throttle to beat her. And
well, absolutely right. And Rhio, she sometimes relies on the intimidation factor.
yes,
She's going for our ring announcer, Dan, because she doesn't feel like he gave her enough time before introducing her first opponent.
and I don't think she can intimidate Lizzy Styles, and I definitely don't think she can intimidate our third competitor.
She could duff up Dan, though. Dead easy. Mind you, I could duff up. No, maybe.
Might be a push there, Marc.
Hey! Wrestle wins. Didn't win. Yeah, wait until you see who the third competitor is.
And that is not an exaggeration. The most dominant female wrestler in Britain, closer to Europe or the world.
She's an intimidating woman. Wait until you see Dominta.
Now, it'd be interesting to see how Rhio, who's used to fighting smaller women, is going to face up against someone who's more powerful, stronger, and bigger than she is. Here she is.
Yeah, that is Dominta.
You've got to wonder whether the two girls in the ring at the moment, whether the two competitors are thinking about maybe teaming up, or how to deal with someone like Dominta whilst the other person is in the back of their minds. You know, because you'd think you have to spend take all of your focus on someone like that, but when there's three people in the ring, you can't afford to take your eyes off the other.
I mean, normally one shouldn't talk about a lady's weight, but I think it's pretty safe to say that Dominta has the size advantage in this match this evening. She's big, she's beautiful, she's badass. She is a intimidating opponent for anybody, and that includes Rhio.
Yeah, you can see already both of these women have moved to the other side of the ring away from her. And she's a fan favourite. Lizzy not a fan of that, apparently.
Oh dear.
They may not have picked a favourite, but they've definitely picked an unfavourite here today.
Least favourite.
I'm not sure that was wise trying to push Dominta there, Lizzy. This might come back to bite her in the match.
There's a mix there. There's a mix for Lizzy Styles. Rhio.
He has at least one fan.
That's a lot of booze, though.
Yeah.
It's a lot of booze. Oh, look at this. These two women aren't intimidated by each other.
You've got to think Dominita, with her size and power, she's just taking her time here. The second it starts moving, I predict she's going to take early control of this match, and she's going to hold it for a very long time. It's going to be very, very difficult to take control away from Dominita today.
Bell sounds and we're underway. Unconventional match here with the triple threat rules. Expect anything. Dominita says hello. So it looks like Lizzy Styles and Rhio are quite rightly forming a team against Dominita. I think they need to.
Well, they do, but the way they did it was right in front of them. You know, Dominita's going to be ready for them, and if they team up, they might get a bit of an advantage at some point. But against this kind of power, I'm not sure it's going to mean very much. Again,
look at that power, and here comes
Lizzy in with those
Styles,
strikes, big strikes, but I'm not sure how much damage they're going to do.
Both of them going at her now. Irish whip.
Oversheet. Oh, that's surprise. Yeah, there we go.
Crossbody
she
takes
could win
them
right here.
Both out, but both kick out. Well, just after one, to be honest with you.
To be fair, I think Dominita lifted up. She knew she hadn't beaten them just yet. She's taken her time.
Dominita. She's got Lizzy Styles, and that's a chop. That's a chop, that.
Blooming heck.
Yeah, let's go with blooming heck. That was definitely a big chop.
And again.
There's one for Rhio. Dominita taking her time, dishing out the punishment. And there's an avalanche splash. You normally see Rhio dominate her opponents, but right now she's in trouble. And so is Lizzy Styles.
Both in sitting positions, which is prime position for a follow-up from Dominita, and she knows it. You can see it. Here it comes.
Oh my goodness. We'll call that a hip attack. And there's another one.
Now the ref better step in here. These two girls could already have concussions. Like, that is a huge move. Less than 2 minutes into the match.
Dominita. Ooh! Cannonball right in front of us. My goodness. Have that. Yeah, Rhio, quite rightly, wants to escape. Dominita.
She's got to be careful, though. If you escape the ring when someone like Dominita's in there, she could hit a big move on Lizzy, get the 1, 2, 3, and Rhio might not even have got back to her feet by
Not
then.
even involved in the decision, you're right.
Escape, the quicker girl, and she needs to use that.
Running uppercut. Staggers Dominita. Takes down the leg.
Clever.
Off the ropes. Drive-by kick.
And she might, oh wow, she might actually get the pin over.
Kick out by Dominita.
And that just shows how powerful she is. I think if she connected that with Rhio or any of the other people on this roster, she might have gotten the win there. But Dominita is going to take a lot to put down.
DDT.
Again, right to the
Rio's
head.
in. Rhio breaks up the cover.
Yeah.
Lizzy Styles is very scary, isn't she?
Yeah. She's very young as well and offended by the fact that Rhio stepped in there, but that's what Rio's got to do.
Well, Rhio would have lost the match just as much as Dominita would have done.
And you can see there's Dominita.
She's up, and both her opponents are down. Pair of clotheslines.
Lizzy's a great competitor, but I'm going to blame that on inexperience. You know, once Rhio broke that pin, she should have carried on.
Oh,
and
that's
here we are
drop.
again, Dominita in control, as I suspect most of this match is going to be.
That leg drop there. All the weight of Dominita across the chest and neck of Lizzy Styles.
A leg drop from any competitor is going to hurt. It's one of the biggest muscles in the body. It hurts. From Dominita, it could crush your chest. She's going to be stuck for air, Lizzy, and Rhio over on Dominita there, hitting her with strike after strike.
Rhio is a bruiser, the no-nonsense northerner. She will just punch you and kick you and fight you until you're down. She's not intimidated by the size of Dominita because she's got enough strength and toughness herself.
She's a powerful, powerful woman. Vicious kick to the side. Now, it's not pretty. But I think when you've got someone like Dominta down, that's probably the only tactic you can bring, unless you're a technical wrestler, just hitting them, striking them, going for holds like this.
Rhio was off her game at the start of the match because she's used to being the biggest competitor.
Yes.
She's used to being as dominating as Dominta was in the first part of this match. But now she's got a groove on. She knows that just because Dominita's bigger than her, very rare in women's matches in Britain, doesn't mean she can't win. Doesn't mean she can't use her incredible skills and power.
Exactly. Now, in a triple threat match, normally, once you have one of your opponents down, you try and end it quickly because you've always got that third man or woman ready to take advantage. But in this situation, you cannot put Dominita down
Look
quickly.
at Dominita.
You've got to wear her down, and up she comes.
Look at Dominita.
What strength! Bam!
Smashes her into those turnbuckles. Imagine if she'd have got referee Tony at the same time. He'd have been in trouble.
We'd have needed a new referee. Rhio back to the knee there, though. Dominita down again.
And that may be the tactic you need. Take out one of the wheels and Dominita less dominating.
If I was... Kicks to the back, right into the buckle there. But she's back on her feet. Now, Rio's going to want to put her back down as quickly as possible, especially with Lizzy waiting in the rings.
Well, similarly, Dominita, she's used to winning matches by being the most powerful.
Yes.
She's not used to women as powerful as Rhio.
That's true, although she does manage to knock Rhio silly there.
Running forearm, caught her right in the face. Look out for Lizzy Styles, though, she's back.
Well, she's moving. I don't know if she's ready to get involved again yet, though, but it does look like she's setting up.
Dominita thinks she's had enough of Rhio. Jawbreaker. That hurt Rio's head.
It did.
The jawbreaker on such...
And Dominita's back on her feet, quicker of the two. Ooh! Beautiful drop kick. But her
spear!
I was going to say still down, but that spear did it.
One, two. Broken up by Lizzy Styles. She's right. She did do it to her first. No, Rhio beside herself because Lizzy Styles stopped her from winning the match. I guess it's 15-all if we're going to use the tennis analogy.
Honestly, the two of them should be either focusing on each other or putting Dominita back down. Because again, this is the exact same situation as earlier.
Oh boy.
She's got them.
Double noggin knocker. Old school.
Very old school, but effective. That's two schools clashing together in the middle of the ring.
She smashed their faces against each other. Of course it's effective. Right.
Oh.
Up she goes. Oh dear. No.
Rhio fighting there.
Rhio fights away out.
Probably good. There's a lot of options you can do from a fireman's carry.
I missed. Up. Oh, good grief. I am stunned. Kick.
Vicious spinebuster followed by a nasty kick from Lizzy
broke
there.
it up. But I have never seen anyone manhandle Rhio like that before. Never. Lizzy Styles.
Yes, it's Lizzy in control though, despite that. And
Kicks
down
in the
again.
face.
She's got to get this quickly now.
1, 2, broken up by Rhio. Credit to Rhio, she's up after that devastating spinebuster.
Although, with them arguing like this, I still think Dominita's got this.
There we go, they're going for each other finally. Gets rid of Rhio, now she's got a chance, but Dominita
on her feet.
Up. Rhio distracted by the fans, but in the ring, Lizzy's in trouble. Look at the size difference between these two women.
There we go. She's shocked.
Oh,
I can't say why. Here we go.
Ropes, hooks her
down,
up.
bam!
Samoan drop, and the win.
Rhio outside the ring arguing with a...
Yeah, you're
arguing
right.
with a fan, and it cost her. You know, the two girls, they were arguing with each other, arguing with fans. Ultimately, in a match like this, especially with someone like Dominita, you have to have your eyes on the ball the entire time.
She didn't even see the finish.
Nope.
And look at her face, she's surprised. But she was too busy jaw-jacking with the fans.
It cost her. You have to pay attention. Now, I don't mean to be too harsh. They're both incredible competitors, but I think the triple threat environment threw them a little bit.
At this face-off, Noah. That's a match I want to see happen.
One-on-one, I think Rio's got a better opportunity to prove what she can do. This was not the match for her, though, and Dominta dominating tonight.
Big win for Dominta. And Rhio.
She's not happy.
Rhio has dominated the Bombshells competition here in Pro Wrestling for You. And I don't think she's pleased that there's another big, bad, powerful wrestler in that division.
Exactly.
I don't think this is anything like over between Dominta and Rhio.
Now, Rhio does have some fans, but ultimately, when there's someone like Dominta around, it's hard. It's very, very hard to go through anyone else.
Rhio, she's not headed to the back. I think she's trying to calm down, but she's very angry. Now remember, Rhio was not pinned.
She's still arguing with the fans.
Rhio taking her time to head to the back.
Well, that's what we call a sore loser, Marc. She's a great wrestler. She'll come back, but that's not exactly. That's not the attitude to have.
Well, that time now, it's time for the first half main event! And what a first half main event do we have? Because it appears our champion is feeling festive because he has issued a festive open challenge! The next match will be for the Pro Wrestling PW4U Championship! No disqualification rules!
Gutsy move by DelVecchio.
DelVecchio is at the peak of confidence right now. He's held that belt for nearly a year.
Yep.
He is the champion, the leader of the sovereign and your reigning Pro Wrestling PW4U champion,
Dave DelVecchio has his stable, has his belt, and has all the confidence in the world.
Ultimately, that is the man that beat Sexy Kev for that championship. There with his, I'm not sure what that black Santa hat means. I'm
It
going to
says
assume.
bar humbug on it.
Well, of course it does. I wouldn't expect anything else from Dave, to be honest. Great champion, great competitor, not a nice man.
Bit of a Grinch, really. The Pro Wrestling PW4U Championship around his waist. So confident that he thinks he can beat anybody that could come out of that curtain in an open challenge.
And you've got to wonder who will. You know, we have a deep roster of past and present competitors, people who could come out here, wrestle for that belt, and immediately be a real challenge.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the open challenge means that anyone from the Pro Wrestling PW4U roster can take up the challenge for the Pro Wrestling PW4U Championship.
Who is
Taking
it
up
going to
that
be?
challenge is...
Who's it? What? What? Could it be? Could it be? Oh boy! Big T Justice is armed with a Santa hat, a Singapore cane, and a chair in a no disqualification match.
Well, when you declare an open challenge, you have to be prepared for something like this. It could be a 7-foot-tall Big T Justice, and if you're angry, if you're upset about that, well then, tough Dave. You asked for this.
Well,
Big T is here to answer.
The Sovereign and particularly Dave DelVecchio have been huge thorns in the side. In the huge thorns in the side of Big T Justice. Is justice going to be served here tonight as Big T takes up the challenge?
And the microphone. I think he's got something to say, Marc.
Silverdale! What year it's been, a year of kicking the crap out of you all year long. That's not true. I don't have nothing. I have all of these people behind me.
Very true. Listen to the reaction.
Yep, does have a point.
DelVecchio, or the beaches have something else the way you've been acting this year.
What could that be, Big T?
Mark my words, in 2019, that belt is under the door around here because it can't fit. And these massive shoulders. You know what? Instead of waiting next year, how about tonight? Right now, in a Silverdale Festive Christmas street fight.
Nothing more festive than a street fight. Wait, what?
It's okay with the rest of you guys.
Big T is feeling very festive today. We'll call him Big Tinsel from here on out.
The fans want tea time. T wants tea time. I'm not sure DDV wants tea time, but it's definitely tea time. Oh, it's serious now. He's taking off his bum bag.
A big lack of Christmas spirit over there by Dave DelVecchio.
That child is doing the loser dance of Dave DelVecchio, riling him, and it's working.
It is. It is.
That is good loser dancing.
Great wrestler, not the most mature though.
No. Bet that child can floss as well.
Yep.
Can you floss?
Yes, I can.
I'd love to see that.
Your Pro Wrestling TV champion, like everybody to be quiet, please.
I don't think that's going to work.
Announcing it like that is probably the worst thing to do. But that's what Dave demanded.
Big Tinsel in the ring, ready to go. We really go with Big Tinsel Justice.
Well, it is the festive season.
It is festive. Do you think T will keep that hat on for the entire match?
I hope so.
So do I.
I hope he wins the championship with that hat on.
So do I.
Now, I'm trying to be objective, but when someone's wearing Santa hat, you kind of want them
It's
to win.
really hard, isn't it, being objective? I'm not so good at it either, to be honest with you.
And we're underway.
Oh, I've ringed the bell well for every match so far. Go me. I'm terrible at
No. Now, Dave is a good wrestler. There we go. He's out again. I was going to say, you saw him jogging around a little bit, doing some stretches. He's a good wrestler. He's doing all that already backstage. You can tell he's nervous. The fact that he's looking down to Big T Justice with no warning, although personally I think he should have expected something like this, he's terrified.
Where did Big T come from? He wasn't in the locker room earlier.
Well, it's kind of difficult to see how he would have hidden himself, but here he
How
is.
do you hide a man who's nearly 7 foot tall?
That's probably what Dave's thinking now. He's doing everything he can to stall the start of this match.
Was he in the girls' locker room? Big T. No, he wasn't in the girls' locker room. I'm sure he wasn't. Dave DelVecchio is the champion currently.
There he goes.
Before the... Was it before the bell? The
No,
ref- what?
it is a street fight.
Oh, yeah, of course it is.
It is a street fight.
That was as legal as a headlock.
So, I
Holy
guess it was
cliche,
good
that man.
strategy, but it wasn't exactly moral.
Worked, though. And he didn't win the championship there in the Santa hat, did he?
Although you've got to question the logic of him immediately running away. He should probably have carried on that assault with the belt, as harsh as it is.
I think Big T's until he kicked out, but he was struggling to get to his feet.
Well, that could very easily be a concussion. That is a thick plate of metal.
Oh, yeah, he's been smashed in face with a big bit of metal. Don't try this at home,
he's probably just trying to get his bearings right now. Now, the ref isn't stopping it, so he's not seriously hurt yet, but it could definitely affect. Here he is!
Lobs him from behind and now drops those stomps right into the ribs of Big T.
Again, vicious as it is, nasty as it is, it might be the only strategy that could work here.
He fights him off.
Boom!
Shoulder block takedown.
Big tackle.
Big tackle. You're not wrong. Everything's big with Big T, but that was particularly big.
Big tackle from Big Tinsel, and Dave is outside the ring.
You ever shook hands with Big T Justice?
I have.
It's like shaking hands with a frying pan. He's got massive hands. He's got massive everything, but my goodness.
Yeah.
His hands could envelop you.
The frying pan thing is a little bit of a cliche, but the reason we use it is because it's true. He is a big, big man, and Dave is outside the ring right now feeling the effects of that shoulder.
What is DelVecchio doing? Every chance he's outside the ring. Is he scared of Big T?
Scared might be the wrong word, but he is not ready for Big T.
Oh, look at this. The fans want to see action.
Well, we might be about to get it because T's on the pursuit. Oh!
Ooh.
Blooming heck! That's
Ow.
a chop to the back.
Ow.
With hands like T's, that's going to do a lot of damage. Dave's on the floor. He's hurt.
Big T. Well, that's a big forearm.
Yeah, Dave wobbling already. He's taken 2 strikes, and Dave is wobbling.
Well, the referee knows that there's no countouts.
Yep.
So he's just following these two as they batter each other. Well, I say batter each other. As Big T batters DDV.
I imagine all the ref can do is try his best to guide them back towards the ring. Dave off the balcony. Well, I don't want to say balcony. Off
mezzanine.
Yes, off the mezzanine there. He's now in control, and he's going to have to do things like that. Use speed. Now, he's not a speedy wrestler normally, but against T, what are the tools do you have?
Well, he's got the speed advantage over T, and that's all that matters. And they are in a sea of Stokies as they fight each other tooth and claw.
Dave's on the defensive again. T. Oh!
Ow.
I didn't see whether that was a plastic glass. Whatever that was.
All you need to know is that he lamped him.
Yep, just the palm of T's hand is going to do damage, and if he's got liquid in his eyes, that's even worse for Dave.
The fans behind Big T, they want to see a new champion here tonight.
They're coming back towards the ring now.
Probably best.
Which,
for the
even
fans
in a street fight, you will need to be in the ring to get the fall.
You can't, it's not falls count anywhere. You can batter him for as long as you like out there.
Watch those feet.
I think he's looking for it. No. Oh! He was looking to launch him into the steel ring post, but got the reversal. And it was T who ended up shoulder first into that steel ring post.
And that might have completely changed the outcome of this match.
And look at that, straight to the damaged arm, DDV.
Because as much as he's got a disadvantage in strength and power, Dave has more experience than T does. And something like this is the environment he... Ooh, T back though.
T back elbow. Kicked him right in the shoulder. It's like a target. Once you know that a body part is injured, there's a big red target on that body part.
Exactly, and a vicious slam into the ring, and T's face, right where he was hit with the belt
T's
earlier.
still fighting though.
Dave right into the doors over there. He has a lot of strength, even on the defensive.
T's still fighting. T's still clawing. T still wants the championship.
He could have seriously hurt his calf muscle there.
Yeah, the damage is done.
If T can't walk properly, that's going to take out a lot of his advantage in this match.
Back to that injured arm. And T howling in pain. How often do you see that?
Now, Dave is a very, very intelligent man. He's a very intelligent wrestler, and he knows that by picking on the limbs of T, his leg, his shoulder and arm, it's the only advantage you can possibly get. T hits great, powerful chops.
Leg drop to the arm. Serious damage.
He has a lot of power when he lifts and throws. Dave doesn't want to be on the receiving end of that, and that's why he's here taking advantage of the injury to T's limbs.
Big T in trouble. Arm wringer.
Interesting to go with technical wrestling in this kind of match. And T took advantage.
T looking for a power slam maybe, but
Dave
struggling to
fighting
hoist
it.
him
Dave
up.
fighting it.
It's
Down.
Part that. It's part that, and it's part the fact that his lungs aren't as strong as he's used to.
No.
Knee to that damaged arm. And T in real trouble. Hammerlock DDT.
Vicious fall there. T's shoulder's going to be in a lot of pain right now. I don't care how big you are.
Damage to the shoulder, and he bounced his face off the floor. That was a devastating manoeuvre by DDV. DDV's got that Singapore cane.
He's got the stick. He's coming in the ring. Vicious.
Kendo stick, Singapore cane, whatever you want to call it, it's going to tear your skin apart when you get hit by it.
It's going to do a lot of damage. And no, that's not just blunt force. Those things splinter. Those things break.
In fact,
you know,
in martial arts, that's called a shinai. He just tore him with it. Still not enough, though.
well, it is going to take more than that to put him down permanently. But he's doing a lot of damage right now. And surprising, he's completely destroyed that cane on T.
He's hit him so hard, he's broken that shinai. But I don't think he's done. Don't think he's done by a long shot. Off the top ropes with that across the back. You can see the splinters in the ring.
Look at T. He's still getting to a knee. He's still trying to get to his feet. Dave is not done yet. He is not ready to put him down.
Oh, I think he is now.
That is a vicious hold, and T's going to have to try all he can to get out of it.
Can he hyperextend that? And if he can, even Big T Justice will have to kick out. And will have to tap out.
If not for the work that Dave has done on his shoulder, I would assume that T could easily outpower this. But it's tough now. His shoulder's hurting, although he is getting the higher ground there.
He's taking the pressure off.
Dave knew about it though. Vicious kick to the face, another one to the shoulder, and a third. Back to the kendo stick. He's going to have to do that. You can see the splinters in the ring, in the air. T has got to be in pain.
Look at the power slam.
That's all it could take. T is a big, powerful man, but he is down again.
Even when he was in peril, DelVecchio knew what he was going for. He escaped and he smashed that shoulder and arm into the top turnbuckle. More damage to Big T's damaged arm.
And he's back on the arm again.
Arm breaker.
You know, he's got to be constant, because if T gets enough chance to recover, then Dave is going to be back to square one again. I suspect as soon as T's back on his feet, bam, as soon as T's back on his feet, then Dave will be at the disadvantage again, just from the height. But this is vicious.
Again and again. He's broken that cane.
Utter destruction.
Still not enough to put away Big T.
He kicks out.
Well, he won't be using the cane again, but I think the damage has been done, don't you?
Yes. Back to this arm hold again. Dan here is showing us what the kendo stick looked like. It is destroyed and splintered. T's got to be stinging right now.
T, look at his hip. He's got the shoulders down, I think. No, not quite. Not quite. You need both shoulder blades down.
Even with the damaged shoulder. Bam!
Powerbomb. Hoists him up. What strength by Big T.
A lot of power, but you can see he's still hurting. He's still in a lot of pain, as Dave done enough damage here to be able to get back up and take the advantage.
Big T desperately needs to find a way.
That arm might be totally useless. That powerbomb probably took out everything from that.
Yep. Big clothesline.
He's definitely focusing on his right arm there. His left seems to be immobile.
T needs to find a way to defeat his opponent using only one arm.
Well, if anyone can do it, it's Big Tinsel Justice, as he proves by slamming Dave right down to the mat with that clothesline.
That was a hell of a discus clothesline, that. He's gone for his bum bag. What's in the bum bag?
Gotta wonder what he's brought with him. This is a street fight.
He's got candy canes. He's got candy canes.
Now, these things do break, and they do have sharp edges. They'll hurt a bit more, but I think the real danger here is the sheer power of T's slams. Although Dave back in control, he knows what he's in danger of, and he's onto the top rope.
T throws him onto those candy canes.
Brilliant, that's got to do a lot of Dave.
It was a hell of a height. A hell of a height. He went for a fly. Landed on his back. Here comes
Up
T.
again. Spine buster.
Spine buster.
Right on the bottom of his spine there. I don't know if you saw
that's
it.
gotta be it. No, it's not.
Wow, give Davies props. That was an incredible kick out. I'm not sure I could have kicked out of that, Marc.
The way he landed, it must have jarred his spine. For Dave to be able to kick out of that, that is credit to our champion.
It takes guts. It takes a lot of effort.
Double underhook. Nope, escape. And now he's got the arm again.
Back for the arm again. Can
Rolls
he finally
through.
put him down with this?
Looking for the arm bar.
Can he finally get that tap out? He's got it flush.
Oh no. Big T in real trouble. If he tries to alleviate the pain, his shoulders are down. And if his shoulders are down,
I'm not convinced he can get back. Oh, though he is back up again. But I am not convinced he can lift him again. Dave has done too much damage to that arm. If he gets him up again, I will be very impressed.
Referee Tony
He's trying.
checking the shoulder blades down. Big
yes.
T.
Yes!
Down he goes again.
Vicious powerbomb there, and T ready to set up for something else.
Jackknife style powerbomb.
He is checking that arm out though. He is checking the circulation. It seems to be returning, although you can tell he's hurt.
But he's taking his time. Because he's hurt, he's taking his time. Oh, that spin kick in the corner.
That is going to knock anyone's lights out. Can T wrap it up now? It looks like he might be able to. Dave is down.
Kicks out.
That is impressive.
Double underhook into the implant DDT.
You know, we get a lot of people in wrestling calling themselves monsters, but Big T is genuinely a giant of a man. And for Dave to kick out after this amount of abuse, as much as we don't like his attitude, as cruel as he can be, he is an impressive competitor, and there's a reason he holds that belt.
Dave DelVecchio is over 200 pounds and 6'6", and he is towered over by Big T. You need to be next to Big T just to see how gigantic this man is. And
struggling with the lift because of those shoulders. The ref's in a lot of danger there. He needs to be careful.
Arm ringer. Oh, and the forearm.
Again with the arm ringer, taking advantage
Pushes
of
him
the
off.
shoulder. Push off from T. Oh my goodness.
Perfectly legal low blow. Off the ropes. Rebound clothesline. Down goes T.
But T's shoulders are still not down. He's already lifting up to his feet.
What is DelVecchio looking for here? He's winding it up.
What's he going to take? Drop kick to the head. T
Right to the
still not
temple.
down.
Double underhook.
Has he got him?
Oh no.
Right on his head. Right on his head.
And neck.
There we
and
go.
It's over. After you know.
DDV may not have the Christmas spirit, and he may not infatuate himself with the fans very well, but there is a reason he's the champion, and he's just proven it in this uphill climb against a real monster of a man in Big T Justice.
Absolutely. But the reality is he eventually used the no DQ to his advantage.
Yep.
In a one-on-one straight-up wrestling match, you cannot kick someone in the groin.
That is
and
true.
You can be 7 foot like Big T, and if you get kicked there, you are done.
Yes.
And then he got drilled on the top of his head. Not a word of a lie there. He has had the belt for 12 months.
Although, as good as he is, when someone's as arrogant as he is, and it's very, very difficult to get behind him.
T. Grodd scares the absolute, well, everything out of me.
I'm going to be perfectly honest, Mark. After what he did last month, it is going to be very difficult for me to remain impartial here. He is a great competitor. He's very strong. He's very powerful. But if I do seem a little bit too excited for his opponent tonight, I think you can understand why.
Well, he's a brute of a man, and for those of you that weren't here, well, he wasn't pleasant to my commentary partner this evening at our last show, and he is just stalking around the Silverdale Workingmens Club in that frightening mask.
He isn't satisfied unless he's made everyone uncomfortable. You know, he wants to ruin everybody's good time.
That's a scary man. A brutal man.
Yeah. Powerful. I think that's the word that best describes Henry T. Grodd.
God, you see the look he just flashed at us. Probably more than you.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yes, I did.
It's pronounced Behemoth.
Well, that depends on who you ask.
Long story.
Though we're in the interesting situation here where we've got two big, powerful men in one match. Expect lots of power moves, expect slams and a lot of fisticuffs. You know, not so much the wrist locks and the headlocks and the high flying. This is going to be a noisy match. People are going to be slamming into that mat.
Noah, this is going to be a colossal jostle, is what it is. Look at the size of the Behemoth from the Black Country. He's big, he's bad, and he's not intimidated by Henry Grodd. But I don't think Henry Grodd's intimidated by him either.
I'm not sure Henry Grodd's intimidated by anyone.
Well, Killbaine has made quite the impression since his debut here at Pro Wrestling for You.
He has.
In fact, he's already had his shot at the championship at Fighting for Our Mental Health earlier this year. This big man earned that championship shot, and he's got to think that a win against Henry Grodd will get him back up towards another opportunity.
Well, both of these men have taken part in championship matches, and both of them want to return to that stage.
So a lot on the line here. It's a big step up the ladder for anyone that can beat either Kenny Killbaine or Henry T. Grodd here in Pro Wrestling for You. Listen to the fans' love of Kenny Killbaine.
Yep.
Underway. Henry T. Grodd just looks at Killbaine like he owes him money.
You've got to wonder how long it takes before... There we go.
Grodd got him by the back of the neck.
No nonsense very much. He wants to get started. He wants to...
Here we go. Shoving match. Well,
I don't think that's going to work for either.
Off the ropes. And another shoulder block. Both of these men, nobody moves. More momentum into the hip toss.
Now that was smart. You know, Grodd was probably...
That was a smack, and so was that.
Vicious, yes.
Here we go. Throwing those huge strikes. Catches him.
Again, Kenny Killbaine, very smart. They're both very big men, very powerful. I think Killbaine knows that if he takes Grodd off his feet, if he plays a little bit faster, a little bit more technical, then he's surprised him. And he has done there. Grodd is out of the ring, and Killbaine has definitely got the advantage right now.
Almost into the front row. And Killbaine pulling out moves you wouldn't expect from a big man, like the backslide.
Exactly.
And that's taking Grodd off his game. Oh, hello.
That's taking Killbaine off his game.
That's taking Killbaine off his feet. That's hard to do. Now the strikes and Killbaine reeling.
Right in front of the front row there. Slammed right into the ring. That's going to cause a lot of damage. We saw it with T earlier.
These two big, beefy boys are not used to having an opponent the same size as them. And then, hello,
way.
Killbaine's right in front of us here.
Into the equipment.
Killbaine staggered by the attack of Henry T. Grodd.
Dan, our announcer.
Poor Dan. It looks like he's wet. Have you wet yourself, dear? Nearly.
I think he's okay. Killbaine back over the other side of the ring. Grodd just watching him.
To be fair, I would have wet myself if that had happened to me, so props to Dan who didn't. Killbaine's gigantic.
Oh.
That didn't work.
Clever. Grodd had the advantage with Killbaine on the outside there. Managed to switch it a little bit, but I think Killbaine realised it wasn't enough and Grodd's back on his feet.
It's a classic underhand tactic to take out your opponent as he gets back into the ring. And Killbaine knows that, so he's not going to allow Grodd to get away with it.
Eyes clean on him, it worked again. Now, Grodd isn't hurt, I think he's more embarrassed by this, but if you come out of your mental state, you lose your focus, that can have a massive effect on your ability to win a match.
If you're angry, you can make a mistake. It's more likely you'll make a mistake. And
Well,
I think that's what Killbaine's going for, because Grodd has a hell of a short fuse.
He's already forced Grodd to make that same mistakes twice. If he gets many more out of him, he might be able to wrap this up. We saw it with Keith, it doesn't have to end with a big slam, he can roll him up.
Grodd, twice bitten, twice shy.
Here we go. There's the mistake you were talking about, Marc. Although I think Killbaine a little slow to get back in and take advantage.
Here we go.
This is unusual.
Saying that it's the best fight he's ever had, and he wants a handshake.
I don't believe this for a second. I don't buy it.
Best fight he's ever had. I mean, it's been a hell of a fight so far.
Yeah,
These two big boys.
Yeah, but Grodd would not show respect like that. He's got something in mind.
Handshake.
Yeah.
Oh, and no.
Of course.
I'm not sure that was the wisest choice by Killbaine.
To be fair, I don't think Killbaine knows Grodd very well. You know.
Reverses that. Grodd into the buckles. Boot was up. Oh my, yeah,
Vicious,
all of that boot.
Killbaine went straight through it. Nasty.
Catches the arm. Into the short arm. Hooks him. Overhead suplex.
Ooh, very close to hitting his head on the mat there. Grodd is very lucky he went all the way round.
That suplex.
Sent on.
Into
knees
the
up.
knees.
Grodd's back in control. Like a shark that can smell blood.
Grodd, as deadly as a shark, I reckon, with those shoulder blocks taking the air out of the lungs of Kenny Killbaine.
And we've seen from his spear, we know how much strength he can put into those shoulder barges. He can
Hooks
hurt.
him, bam, into the sidewalk slam, pavement slam. 2 counts, not three.
Not three, but a lot of damage done there. Killbaine had the advantage for a while playing it smart, but I think Grodd ultimately has proven that he's got the better power game and he's taking advantage of that now.
Grodd throwing right hands, strikes to the bread basket. And Killbaine in trouble.
Suplex. Over.
Great feat of strength with a vertical suplex on a big man like Killbaine. No, just a 2 count. Grodd.
Slight bit of frustration there. If he wants to win this, he needs to get over that and keep on him.
Grodd might have used the handshake earlier as a ruse, but this has been a challenge for Grodd against a big lad who can hit him like that.
Vicious punches there, and he's right back in control already. Throws a line. Ooh.
Look at that.
And you saw they both got the line in there. Grodd on his feet. Killbaine might be playing it smarter, but again, I think Grodd has the strength advantage here, and it's showing.
Some damage done to Grodd, but Grodd got the line more crisp. You're absolutely bang on the money. He missed there, though. Advantage Killbaine. No. Back elbow. Grodd looking at that spear, I think. He was.
Scouted it. He's been watching matches, which you should always do before you wrestle an opponent.
Uppercut, kicks, more kicks. Just throwing those strikes. And from a man the size of Kenny Killbaine, this is devastating.
It hurts. He knows. I've no doubt he can lift Grodd, and I've no doubt he can throw a mean power
shoulder
slam.
block.
But I think he knows the game he really wants to play here is to throw those slugs.
Look at the power of Kenny Killbaine.
Straight to the top. No!
Going for it
Spine
again.
buster maybe. Oh!
All the way across the ring, into those buckles twice now.
That must have done a lot of damage. Grodd will be hurting now.
Grodd will be discombobulated and frustrated.
Again, back to the top. What's he going for?
Killbaine.
Slam.
All the strength with that deadlift back body drop. What is Killbaine looking for? I think he's looking to finish this.
Yes, he wants to wrap it up here tonight.
Sent on backsplash.
Will
This
that
one.
be enough, though?
1, 2.
No.
No.
A good pin. Really got his legs right up there, but Grodd able to just power straight out of it.
Imagine being able to kick out of a sent-on backsplash from a man the size of Kenny Killbaine.
Yep.
Whatever you want to say about about Henry T. Grodd, that was phenomenal. Escape
He
now.
sees it here. He's fighting back. Perhaps going for a Samoan drop there.
Hooks it.
Uranagi.
Got it.
That is a powerful move. Let me tell you.
Kick out by Killbaine though.
A lot of damage there with that Uranagi, and Killbaine kick out he did, but he'll be feeling it. And Grodd, I think, is ready to finish this himself.
The straps go down. Grodd means business. Grodd, what's he thinking? Stalking his downed opponent.
Yeah,
in the
up
corner.
for that spear. There's no mystery. Oh no, I don't think he thinks he's ready. Punches.
He's got him in trouble.
Killbaine with a block there. I think Killbaine has proven himself the better striker today. Grodd the more powerful man, but Killbaine can brawl, and Grodd is feeling the effects of that now.
Big uppercut.
Nasty. Up
Hooks
for a
him.
Samoan.
Maybe a regal roll.
Oh! He's got him in
He
the
raked
eyes
the
there.
eyes.
He raked him right in the eyes.
Don't
He's
think the
blinded
ref
him.
Don't think the ref saw that. Into the spear.
Oh!
1, 2, 3.
And it is over.
Huge win for Henry Grodd over a huge man.
Out of that eye rake, though, people don't think of an eye rake as the biggest, most horrible cheat you can do. They don't compare it to a shot with a chair or a low blow. But if someone rakes you in the eyes and you can't see, that can take you out of the match completely. And as we saw here, it can lose a match very easily as well.
This is the thing. A spear is devastating at the best of times. A spear when you're completely blind and you don't know when it's coming. No wonder Henry Grodd got the 3 count off that.
No way to control your landing there.
That could beat anybody. And Killbaine.
I think he's ready for another match.
I think Killbaine has begrudgingly showing some respect to Henry Grodd. Saying he was that close.
I'm impressed with Killbaine today. He managed to outstrike Grodd in that match, and Grodd's a good brawler. I think he wants to speak though.
Grodd wants the microphone.
This year, we lost, not victory, but I ended victorious. Speaking of loss, there's something I have to address. Noah.
Oh no.
Now, last time you and I were in this room, I cost you the hot books. The Barmy Army. Attacked, allegedly. I would like to invite you into this ring right now.
Oh boy.
I'm not sure about this, but ultimately, I'm not going to back down.
Noah's not going to back down from a challenge. It's clearly a trap, but I don't think Noah cares. Oh boy.
Noah, if I'd known about your circumstances, I wouldn't have crossed you the belts, honestly. If I had known that you were a special boy,
Come on.
honestly, I would never have done that. So later, after the show, when you're sat on the special bus with all these kids.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Noah's had enough. Noah. Oh no, the Uranagi. Noah, full of fire after the insults from Grodd. But Grodd caught him with the Uranagi. Noah's out of the way. Into the steel ring post goes Grodd. The fire and the anger of Noah. Noah and Grodd. Something's got to give. Something's got to give here. Something's got to give between Noah and Grodd. Noah's got a good point. Henry T. Grodd called on his bullying by Noah. And it's Henry T. Grodd making his way to the back, and Noah standing tall. This is a marquee match anywhere in the country. Two of Stoke's sons, two of the very best that Stoke have ever produced. One-on-one in the main event of Pro Wrestling for You by the Power of Greyskull. And here comes Marc Morgan, a man with a chip on his shoulder. If he can beat his opponent this evening, he can prove that that chip deserves to be there. We've already seen his friend and stablemate, our champion DDV, defend his belt tonight against again Big T Justice. Can Marc Morgan beat a British legend this evening in our main event? Morgan. It takes real skill to get booed out the building by the people from your hometown. And Marc Morgan has managed that with his behaviour. The referee having to hold him back from attacking fans. Extreme Dean is in Pro Wrestling for You. This man has wrestled around the country for more than 10 years, near to 20, and he is at the top of his game. He's wrestled in America, he's wrestled in Japan, he's wrestled in Stoke, and he's here in Pro Wrestling for You tonight with a high five that looks like everybody. He's up on the mezzanine with a high five for everybody. And Marc Morgan, he's raging. Real men come out to Run DMC. Old school tunes for an old school inspired wrestler like Dean Allmark. But he's not just old school. He can use his hybrid style against any opponent. He's a high flyer. He's a technical wrestler. He's got British strong style in there. This man can do it all, and he does every single time he gets in the ring. He really has got a high five for everybody. I think he's going to high five the bar staff. Extreme Dean ready to go here in Stoke-on-Trent. Oh, hello. That was amazing. Marc Morgan referring to Dean Allmark as Sunshine. There's a level of disrespect that just can't go unnoticed. Quadzilla. We haven't even started this match and he's already jaw-jacking with the fans. Good grief. Quadzilla. Marc Morgan. Here we go, main event time. Marc Morgan, Dean Allmark. Stoke dream match right here tonight. All of Stoke loves Dean Allmark. All of Stoke. No one in Stoke likes Marc Morgan. Not even his mom, I'd guess. Such a reprobate. Everyone in Stoke loves Dean Allmark. Dean Allmark, hell of a veteran. Marc Morgan, he's going to have a go. It's a big boo, that. Big boo. Yay for Dean Allmark. Boo. The fans have spoken. They love Dean and they don't like Marc. Why is Marc Morgan surprised that the fans here in the Silverdale Workingmens Club don't like him? He's been nothing but obnoxious and rude and threatening to everybody. Oh, there's the loser dance. Dean Allmark and all the children doing the loser dance at Marc Morgan. The fans throwing the L for loser at Quadzilla. Quadzilla back in the ring and out the ring again. Dean Allmark, a patient man. He knows he'll get his hands on Morgan. He's not going to be foxed by these tactics by Marc Morgan. There we go. Quadzilla back in the ring. You can't call Dean Allmark Sunshine. Show some respect to one of Britain's legends here. All the fans behind Dean Allmark. Here we go. Allmark. Morgan. Right here, right now. Collar and elbow tight. Morgan gets the advantage. Into the wrist lock. Controls the arm. Takes him down. And he's got his fingers up his nose. Allmark. Beautiful reversal. My goodness. Look at that. Dean Allmark, quick as a cat. And as flippy as a dolphin. That was a terrible maneuver. He takes him down. And he's got the hand bending fingers the way they're not supposed to go. Torques the arm. Oh no! That will change your day. Into the hammerlock. Quadzilla looking for the reversal. Manages it. Into a hammerlock of his own. And a big forearm. That rocked Dino. There's an unspoken rule in technical wrestling that you don't throw strikes. Marc Morgan doesn't care. Irish whip into the buckles. Morgan. Up and over goes Dean. Off the... What? Oh, hello. What's going on here? What's going on? The fans clapping along with Dean Allmark. What's going on here? That's not going to work. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Morgan, kicked in the face. Dino takes the leg. Dabs. Off the ropes. Trip missed with a cartwheel. Off the ropes. Up, round and over he goes. Head scissors by Allmark. Takes him over the top rope and to the outside. The front row have seen the action this evening, I'll tell you that for nothing. Dean Allmark. A risk taker. Yeah, get out the way, folks. Allmark. Slides through. No. And a backhanded chop. Have that across the chest. But a knee to the gut cuts that off, and Morgan's in charge now. He chopped the steel ring post. Allmark now dishing out those chops. Bounces him up the entrance table, and down goes Morgan. Referee giving us a bit of leeway here because this is our main event, but this is not no disqualification. This is not no count out. These two are risking it by brawling in the crowd, and we don't want that in our main event. Allmark into the merch table. Hit him with a John Cena figure. Allmark in control and throws him up onto the mezzanine. I've said the word mezzanine a lot. Good word. Uppercut. And Allmark in complete control as they brawl outside the ring here. What's he got coming? Oh boy. There we go. Drop kick and down goes Morgan. Oh, he's got some high fives. And he's got some love. Stoke loves Allmark. Stoke's most famous son, arguably. The fans want more. I don't think Morgan does. Morgan in trouble. Spaghetti legged. But no, here he comes. Overhand clubbing blow. Staggers Dean Allmark off the mezzanine. Good album, that. Clubbing forearm. Allmark strikes him in the stomach while he's celebrating. Don't underestimate Dean Allmark. Mark Morgan paid for his arrogance. Scoop. And a slam on the outside of the ring. Good grief. The fans want more. They definitely want more. Old school chants for an old school wrestler. Allmark throws him in the ring. Does this spell curtains for Mark Morgan? Allmark looks like he wants to finish it. Top rope maneuver perhaps. Allmark ascends those buckles. Did you see that? Mark Morgan shoved the referee into the ropes, which knocked Allmark off the top. Completely underhand. Disgraceful behaviour by Mark Morgan. And Allmark prone on that top rope. Tower of London. One, two. Just a 2 count. Good grief. I've seen Nigel McGuinness win titles with that manoeuvre. Now he's just choking him on the ropes all the way to the 4 count. Remember, if the ref gets to 5, he can and will disqualify a wrestler. Knee to the gut, scoop and a body slam. Allmark in pain after that. Oh, that's dirty, disrespectful to a British wrestling legend. And now he just throws him out the ring like a sack of spuds. Referee telling him to get back in the corner. He doesn't want another one of those brawls outside the ring. But I think he's going to get that. Strike to the stomach. And Morgan now with a double axe handle. Morgan celebrating The brutality he's dishing out to Dean Allmark. And throws him back in the ring. Allmark. He's in trouble now. And now look at Morgan grinding the bottom of his boots onto the face. Breaking all the rules. Hooks him. And then just throws him face down. Damage done to that arm. Good grief. Morgan now. He's seen that he's damaged the arm, so he's going to focus on it. Sound tactics. And he throws a kick to the gut for good measure. Sending those ropes now. What's he looking for here? He's walking those ropes. Good grief. The balance required. And a leg drop onto the arm from a great height. Serious damage. Morgan celebrating when he should be capitalising on a legend, on a veteran like Dean Allmark. Look at this. Look at this, using that steel ring post to do extra damage to the already battered arm of Dean Allmark. Marc Morgan completely focused on that left arm now. Enjoying his work, and his work is breaking a guy's arm. Irish whip now. Into the buckle. Running forearm, just clobbered him. Dean Allmark in real trouble. Gets bounced into the corner and clothesline. Allmark staggered now. But there's the drop kick. Beautiful. Up high. Double foot kick. Right on the money. Right in the face of Marc Morgan. Both men down. Remember, if the ref gets up to 10, we will have a draw, and we don't want that in any match, let alone our main event here at Pro Wrestling for You by the Power of Greyskull. Morgan's up, and so is Dean, but it looks like Morgan is a little bit better off. They call that the curse of the commentator. Look at that strike. Here they go, slugging it out, blow for blow. And something's got to give here. But neither of them want to. Throw in those beals, and it's Allmark with the advantage. Irish whip, reversal, off the ropes. Flying forearm by Allmark. And a running forearm strike. Ducks the clothesline. Up into the sling blade. Allmark, he's feeling it. The fans behind him. What's he got for Marc Morgan? Oh, he's got a kick in the face. Off the second. There's a little bit of retribution there, I think. Takes the legs, and Morgan lands where nobody wants to land. Dino. Double stomp takes him down. Off the second. Beautiful moonsault. 1, 2. That's about as close as a 2 count can get. Referee Tony. An inch away from a 3 count. Dean looking to capitalise, looking to finish it. Captures the head, hooks him up. They'll be looking for a pile driver. Reversal. Clothesline missed. Off the ropes. Reverses him. Off the ropes. Capture. Into the kick. Caught him on the back of the head. And Allmark, spaghetti legs, lands on the middle rope. Morgan. What's Morgan thinking? He's gone outside the ring. Oh, evil intent. Evil intent from Marc Morgan. Drive-by kick. Strikes him right in the temple. Kicked him really, really hard. Allmark, he ain't moving. Morgan He kicked him so hard he fell off the apron and hurt himself, but I don't think he cares. Morgan looking to finish this now. He's got a downed opponent. Morgan climbing the ropes, taking a risk. That is a huge distance to cover. What is Morgan thinking? Allmark isn't moving. Allmark's down. Allmark's in trouble. And Allmark's getting back up. And Morgan's going back up. Morgan, I think he's looking to finish it. Out of the way, there's the super kick. He landed in the ref. He kicked him so hard that Morgan went flying into the ref. We've not got a ref. We've only got one. What are we going to do? There's no ref. 1, 2, 3. There's no ref. 1, 2, 3. There's no ref. Doesn't count if there's no ref. The ref taken out accidentally. Allmark tried to wake up Tony. Tony, wake up, mate. We need a ref. We've only got one. Low blow. Whereas that was legal in the match earlier tonight, that was about as illegal as it comes. You don't hit a man where the sun don't shine in a wrestling match. Completely breaking the rules. Everybody knows how that feels. No wonder Dean Allmark is down in the centre of the ring. What is Morgan thinking? Where is Morgan going? Morgan's got a steel chair. This isn't no disqualification. He can't do this. Morgan's got the chair. He's in the ring. Dean Allmark's prone. This ain't what you want to see. Oh no. Allmark out the way. Rebound off the top rope. Allmark off the second. Moonsaults. Cover. Where's the ref? The ref. The ref. He's going to count. 1, 2. He kicked out. Allmark with a crossface. Allmark with a crossface. The transition from the pin into the crossface. Is it going to get him the win? Is it going to get him the win? Will he? So yes, he did.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by submission, Dean Allmark.
Dean Allmark debut. Dean Allmark win. Hell of a match for Dean Allmark. Hell of a match for Marc Morgan. Marc Morgan can say he went toe-to-toe with a British wrestling legend. And Dino can say he came to Pro Wrestling for You and beat one of its toughest and baddest opponents in Marc Morgan. What a main event. What a show. So on behalf of everybody here at Pro Wrestling for You and Noah, my commentary partner, this has been Pro Wrestling for You by the Power of Greyskull. I've been Magic Marc. Thank you and good night.